Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you for your support. It's been amazing. So, without further ado, let's get right into the video. Welcome back. So today we'll be talking about productivity. Productivity is the primary purpose for existence. There are certain areas that cannot be overemphasized. These areas are very important, and without them, productivity would not be at an optimal level. There are a lot of us that do a lot of things actively in various areas of life, career, family, social, personal, and emotional. If you have to examine your life from another person's point of view, one question you should ask yourself is, do you think that you would have satisfied yourself in every criteria in trying to be a productive person? That's a food for thought. So it is quite important to look at a quote from someone who is considered a pioneer of the self-improvement industry, Paul J. Mayer. He says, and I quote, "Productivity is never an accident. It is always the result of commitment, excellence, intelligence, planning, and focused efforts." So we'll be taking each of these points from the list. Number one, commitment. This is what many people lack. And oftentimes, many of us get really frustrated while trying to do things. And this is not easy because commitment is about perseverance, sacrifice, discipline, and dedication. So you need a compelling reason by asking yourself why you've chosen that path. You have to be self-aware. You have to be willing to change. If you've been doing things wrongly, you can't do the same thing and expect a different result. You must have intense focus. That means no matter what it is, try not to give up. Make sure that you keep pushing because most times in life it is really never easy, but commitment means you need to be persistent. Another thing is you need to have the commitment itself. If you've chosen to always get somewhere by 7 a.m., you have to strive to always get there by 7 a.m. And you need to have a good character. You should be productive by being committed with these things. The next on the list is excellence. So there's this popular cliche that says, do your best and leave the rest. You must give your all into what you've committed yourself to, because this cannot be overemphasized. You cannot be nonchalant or too casual about what you've committed yourself to. You are not the only one that's doing what you've chosen to do, because at the end of every race, only the person that comes up the topmost is being celebrated. So make sure you strive to achieve excellence by being dedicated, like I've said in the previous point. Excellence. Being excellent at what you do also means being committed. And this will in turn improve your productivity. Now, the next on the list is intelligence. How can you demonstrate your intelligence? How can you achieve productivity by being intelligent? In being intelligent, you have to put in the work, you have to labor on digging up information, you have to be very constructive in doing this. And it's something that can be learned. You could also be mentored by people who have gone way before you. So you don't have to define yourself by what people say, but shaping yourself into being a better person. That is, you must get feedback or comments from people. Let people contribute. Let people tell you what you've done wrong. Let them praise you. Let them shame you, as all that may sound, but allow people to give you genuine feedback as to what you're doing. So you will definitely be better when you do this. and you increase your intelligence because you are learning, okay, this is what people want, this is what the market wants, this is what people need to see in order to appreciate my work. It is left for you to separate what works for you and what doesn't. So you don't have to accept everything that people tell you. You need to filter the things that you would do. You need to think about it well and filter out the bad things and embrace the good. Filter comments that do not benefit you or the feedback that doesn't align with your goals or your targets. You need to know things that you've been doing wrong, things that you've been doing right. This brings about reflection, organization, processing, and you just have to think. You have to meditate on what you want to do before you take action. You should not come out of the blues and just start acting anyhow. And this brings us to the next point, which is planning. To be productive, you have to plan. Because if you fail to plan, then you plan to fail. That means failure is never an end goal for whoever wants to be productive. So definitely you can't be a productive failure. How does that even sound? Productive, being a productive failure. Well, what I'm just trying to say in essence is that planning is the being of productivity. There must be concrete planning, detailing, order, purpose, and inspiration at every step of the way. This is something that you cannot push to the side. This is something that you cannot brush off because it's very important if you want to be productive. You have to keep outlining your mission, your vision, your goals. You have to tick all the boxes in order for you to be productive. This brings us to the last point on the list, focused effort. A lot of people want to be seen as hardworking but never get to be productive as a result of these activities because they focus on the wrong things. You always try to look like you're busy. Being busy does not necessarily mean you are being productive. That's just the truth. And you need to come to that reality. You have to do something you're good at. Find that thing you're good at. If you are confused, you can ask people, what do you think I'm good at? Let people tell you. Ask a lot of people and you come to a conclusion that this is something you're good at. You have to be outstanding even when you put the littlest effort. Because if it is something you're really good at, you do things with ease. You put the littlest effort and you get the maximum result of whatever your input is. And you would be celebrated. Even if you're not being celebrated now, you would be celebrated later. So let's do a quick recap. You need to be committed. You need to be excellent. You should be intelligent. You should know how to plan. And you need to have focused effort. Know what you want to do and strive to always achieve it. Yes, you might fall along the way, but always try to pick yourself up. And do not forget, the only person that is being celebrated is the person that comes out the topmost in the race. And you cannot come out the topmost without being productive. If you need more videos that are similar to this, I have them linked in the description box. Thank you so much for paying attention. Do not forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Stay tuned for my next video. We've come to the end of this video. Take care. Bye.